Hey there, wrestling fans. Bill Chase here, and I'm debuting my new YouTube series, First Time Wrestling, where current fans, former fans, even non-fans watch wrestling matches, segments, or shows they've never seen before. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance here for this debut episode for one major reason, and that is the lighting. That is on me for a couple reasons. One, we weren't supposed to film outside, but sadly unforeseen circumstances reared their head, and we couldn't film where we wanted to film. I overestimated how much daylight we had left for getting. It's not summer anymore, so it's going to get dark pretty quick. But I thought my friend Julia here, who joined me on the debut pilot episode, I guess you could say, did really well. So if you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe, and also if you want to see Julia back on the show, comment please down below. And I'm down for any feedback. Again, I'm still playing with the format here as well. A couple little things I left out that I wanted to do and sadly forgot to do. But either way, it happens, and that's the beauty of a new show when you're trying it out. You can see what you can change and see what you can improve on and see what you can keep the same. So I hope you all enjoy it. Take care. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series I'm doing called First Time Wrestling. This is a video podcast series where I bring fans, former fans, even like non-fans, yeah, like my friend Julia here, to watch wrestling matches they've never seen before. So she's on my very first episode, so the pressure's on. Sorry to say.
That's cool.
So Julia's been a friend of mine now for just a couple of years, but we've become pretty good friends over the last year or so, especially. Yeah, I know, I can't believe it.
It's been a couple of years, maybe even more.
So the show we're watching today is the match we're watching today is the 1997 Royal Rumble match. Now you'll recognize some names. Yep. You'll recognize none of them somewhat. And either way, it'll be an experience for you. It was a very interesting time. So how old were you on January 19, 1997, if you can do the math?
I was 3. No, wait, no. Oh my God, no.
Maybe 3 months.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 1997, what date?
January 19th.
January 19th. Okay, yeah, it was a few months.
Yeah.
Because I was born 96. Yeah, I was like 3. Wait, no.
And I wish I hadn't asked that question.
It's been a long day at work, okay?
I wish I hadn't asked that question because now I feel really old. I was 13 going on 14, and I watched the show live on pay-per-view when it happened.
Yeah.
My parents' rec room on Lawfield Drive. So, without any further ado, Jules, tell us a bit about yourself, about your wrestling fandom, your experiences in watching wrestling.
Oh, okay. Well, I first started going to these shows about 2 years ago.
Right.
To support my cousin Mike Forte, hence the shirt.
Future guest of the show, by the way.
Yeah. And I've just been a fan just growing up. I'll watch it with my grandpa. We would, if I was over at their house over the weekends, I would be watching it in the basement with him. And because my mom, she did not like us watching wrestling, so she would come down and be like, "Why are you watching that crap again?" And she just started going off. And
I hear you.
And I just growing up, and my cousin Michael would use me and my brothers as, what would you call it? Just throw us around. And test these moves out on us all the time. So like I learned this.
You're like his enhancement talents.
Yeah, and there goes a suplex. And there's been many times I've ran up those basement stairs crying to my parents because he hurt me.
These are the type of stories we like to hear here, believe me. So, to give a little context to the show itself, so it took place, against the 97 Royal Rumble match, took place on January 19th of that year. Mm-hmm. It drew 244,000 pay-per-view buys, which was down 16,000 from the year prior. And in the 25 Royal Rumbles that were on pay-per-view, it is the 4th lowest, however, of all time in terms of pay-per-view buys. The thing is, at the time, WWF was losing, I'm sure you've heard of the Monday Night Wars to WCW Monday Nitro. Mm-hmm. They had lost 7 months straight at this point. They had not won a ratings battle since June the 10th of 1996 at this point. So 7 months, pretty much. But yeah, Vince McMahon around this time admitted that he was a little out of touch with things. Mick Foley tells a story quite often where Vince finally admitted to the talent in a meeting he's out of touch. He's a little, not up with certain things that's going on in the world, and he wants them to tap into that and tap into their talents and their own creativity. So either way, even though Nitro was kicking their butts, I'll give you a little clue how that was. Leading up to the show, Raw was barely averaging over a 2.0 rating. Nitro was averaging nearly a 3.5 every week. So 1.5, that, in terms of ratings for the people who don't follow TV ratings too much, which seems like every fan these days does, however, with the AEW and the NXT war going on, that's a large margin. That's getting throttled. And sadly for the WWF, they were going through some rough times here. But the attendance for this show was the largest crowd they had, I believe, since WrestleMania 8, which was in 1992. There is 60,000 people in attendance here in San Antonio, Texas. It's supposed to be a big hometown show for Shawn Michaels, who fought for the title that night. Only 48,000 paid. Well, I shouldn't say only. That's a large number. 48,000 during this time period is very impressive. But about 12,000 or so is paper. That's the estimate anyway. There's conflicting numbers of how many were, free comps and how many were actually paid attendance. But either way, this is a large gate at the time for the WWF, considering how badly they were doing compared to WCW. And their product wasn't perfect, but improvements were being made. So without any further ado, Julia, are you ready? All right, so for those who are going to watch along with us, we are starting it at 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 40 seconds on your WWE network. If you're watching with us on the network, that is the whole point. You can watch with us and see what we're reacting to. So, in 3, 2, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, play, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
I gotta say, all the stuff you just said just now just went right over my head.
That's more for the viewers, actually, to be honest.
Sooner, yeah.
It also gives you some idea.
Uh-huh. All right.
NWO for life. That's a WCW thing, the NWO. So there you go. That's how big WCW was at the time.
Everyone's just hyped.
Yeah.
Dude just lost his hat or something. I don't know, he had something on his head. And he's just sitting there like, oh shit.
Funny thing is, too, is that at this time, you think that, 90s fashions would have aged well, because a lot of retro fashions have, 90s fashions have not. So here's number 1.
Yeah.
The Nation of Domination is somewhat what, I don't know if you see any WWE lately, the Hurt Business has kind of been taking off in some ways. But the way they did it here, they would not get away with it today, especially with what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
That's Crush. Look at this guy.
Oh man.
So Ahmed Johnson at number 2. The Pearl River Powerhouse.
Dude, that's just scary.
What's scary is listening to him cut a promo.
Yeah.
You know what all his promos sound like according to most? Every single one of his promos? Great goobly moobly. Because he could never cut a coherent promo, but he was over though. Because of his look, his intensity.
Yes, that's the exact vibe I got from this guy.
He could have been a much bigger star if he had not had injury problems, and he injured a lot of people too.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. So he has a Razor Ramon foam razor in the crowd. Again, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall is in WCW, sort of the NWO at this point. And Vince McMahon just called Ahmed Farouk. It's kind of what happens after a drunken night at Hess.
That ain't the truth. Oh my gosh. Avoid that place at all costs.
Yes, folks, for anyone listening or watching this that's from Hamilton, I'm sure most of you that are watching this are from Hamilton. Yeah. I've done security there. Not fun.
No, it's not a good time.
It's like, crowd seems really enthralled by this.
Oh, they're just silence right now.
I think part of them is waiting for Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's,
Oh, squirrel!
Hey there, Doug. Because Sally Fromm, even though he was over, the bloom was kind of off the rose at this point.
Someone else is going to join the fray, and it's the bad guy. Yes.
It's the fake Razor Ramon.
In October, having
You can see how impressed the crowd is.
Oh, it's just silent. Nothing.
This guy's actually Canadian.
Simon, unofficial time. Look at Razor.
Or he was. He sadly passed away not long ago.
Oh.
Razor.
No, you're not Scott Hall.
Read him with a round.
Again, 23 years later, I'm saying that. I pretty much said at the exact
Oh my
moment.
God.
Oh, look, he's out. Yay. Referee Jimmy Corderas, I have him on Facebook.
Razor's having trouble with his clock. He didn't even have time to rewind it.
Look at these two outside of the ring there.
Man with those new Speedo briefs and stuff.
Like those rappers here from Hamilton who record stuff in their basement.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There goes Crush. Oh, no.
Access denied.
No reason for him to be on the inside of the ring. Both feet.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Our man just eliminated himself.
What?
Oh, because Farouk was coming out.
Go ahead. Same, dude.
You just
Same.
had to go over the top rope, didn't you? You couldn't. Go to the middle.
He is an idiot. And this must be. Here we go. It's a wonderful. It's Phineas Dunn with him.
Pig Farmer.
I could tell by the music.
In the bib overalls.
Yep.
And this should be right down Phineas's alley. Or drop, so to speak. And Crush right away trying to tie up the big hog farmer. And look at Phineas go. In the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a great deal of scientific wrestling technique.
That's Hillbilly Jim. He was the first wrestling figure I ever owned. On the outside there. Hall of Famer.
That's a smart move right there. And look at Crush wrapping himself around one of those ropes, much like Jake the Snake might do a little bit later on, like a python. Jake the Snake? Yes. Gonna have the python.
Again. They crumple down like two drunk
Yeah.
people at Hess.
As usual.
And then Crush whispering sweet nothings in Phineas's ear.
Crush. And Phineas going at it.
So I'm glad it's not his real name, because all I would think was 9 months and the best his parents come up with is Phineas.
Just overcame him. That's just very, very unfortunate for all
It's
men.
kind of like getting called Kyle.
His real name is Dennis, so.
Better than Kyle.
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 Reminds you of John Ritter on 8 Simple Rules. Kyle. Well, you know who he is.
Oh. Yes, I do.
The bad man right there.
He's actually still a heel here.
Well, he's got really no reason to get in any hurry.
But it's in Texas where he's from, so people are... He was starting to get fans at this point. He actually
A little bit easier.
was really starting to get over with the Austin 316 thing.
Phineas wisely going to work on
And people, I think, were just ready for rebellious, no-nonsense babyface.
Yeah.
It was the era Jerry Springer was getting big. South Park was only a few months away.
Phineas is over
There was a
300
big culture
pounds.
shift happening in North America.
Capitalizing. And Phineas takes a shot to the throat. Shot to the kidneys also by Crush.
I should also mention at this time that this is when the Spice Girls were breaking out in North America. Just felt the need to mention
Oh, of
that.
course.
Wannabe is just starting to hit the charts at this point. They were already big in England, obviously. Oh, and there goes Crush.
Ciao for now. What was that?
He's shit talking into his face.
Okay, at first I was like, what the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, hello.
Oh, Jules is into Bart Gunn.
Here we go with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's Billy Gunn's brother.
Set him up, though. Reversal coming off the rough end. Whoa!
Wow, that was not good.
Across the back of the head and drives the facial area of Stone Cold into the mat.
I almost cringing because of Stone Cold's neck injuries, but I keep forgetting that was still 7 months away. Whoop.
And, oh, the first time Bart held on.
Bye.
Sorry, Jules. Your eye candy's gone.
No. It was just that one shot of him running.
It's like Baywatch. You want to see it in like slow motion.
And
right?
that was it.
You would have been a big fan of John Morrison.
Look at this. Patiently awaiting for the next individual to come out.
He was on a roll at this point. That always cracks me up.
Working as well as ours. No, there it is. How about it? Austin would love to win this thing to go to this 1996 King of the Ring title.
Yeah, he just won King of the Ring that prior June.
Who's it gonna be? It's Chicken Snake Roberts. Oh, that's who it is. Check it out, Psycho. Ah, he's got the snake.
You know who he is?
Oh, yes, I do.
Royal Rumble, more than any WWF athlete in history. Much unlike the new generation superstars, this is a
That's who Austin beat to win the King of the Ring.
32 years of age. They can keep that snake in the bag. Ah, there's the snake.
There's a snake in there, Jules.
I don't believe that.
And Jake was pretty much, he was part of creative at this point, and he was almost on his way out actually. He lasted another couple months maybe.
Jake the Snake would love to have that one more dance with glory. As we said in the free-for-all, you're 2 matches away from the WWF title. You win the Rumble. You got one more shot. It's a 2-match series to sit on top of the mountain. Look at this. Come on, Stone Cold. Pick Jake up and slam him right on the heart.
Oh, no, don't go.
And the official has...
It's actually a clever move. Like, Jake was the king of psychology. Like, why would he let go of his arm if he can still keep him from doing something to him? Master storyteller. Because even at that point in his career, he understood. It's the British Bulldog. The late great Davey Boy Smith. Okay, he cut a promo before on this show. Just like aired during the day where he's coming through like the parking tunnel.
Yeah.
And he says, "I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble because I'm bizarre." I'm not kidding. I think he was probably trying to say something else and just said the first thing that popped into his head.
He was a runner-up to Shawn Michaels. He was in the Final Four last year from Fresno. I'm so certain he wasn't the runner-up the previous. Look at, oh my goodness, look at this now. And driving him down to the canvas. Football's got a lot of power. He's got experience. And what an opportunity this would be for one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions to earn the right to be the main event at WrestleMania.
Oop, wedgie.
And both, by the way, tag team champions.
Okay, now what do we do? I think that's what they were pretty much saying there.
Yeah. Slow-mo. Oh, splendid.
Splendid, there we go.
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Hero.
Bring in bugs, man. Bring off.
Freak off, Ricky. Sorry, folks, we had to film outside today.
That's very unfortunate.
Rather.
Much rather.
It's funny how you're talking about bugs, yet he has colors of a bee on him. And your reaction to bees.
The kids at my work make fun of me all the time because a bee comes at me, I'm running. And they're making fun of me. They're like, oh, look at Miss Bee. She's afraid of bees. I'm I'm screaming, running around the yard. The teachers are looking at me like, what is she doing? Like, it's a never-ending story.
Would that happen if Hero was flying around you, or?
Okay, if I had a man come up to me wearing that,
And he's like just going all around
yeah,
you, like.
I don't know how I would react. I would be processing, so I kind of have like that buffer circle going over my head. Process.
Can't process, buffering too slow.
Processing.
Yeah, I was out with Jules at a restaurant recently, and there was a bee flying around her, and her reaction was priceless. I wish I'd filmed it. Maybe you want to come around today. Who knows? This is the Sultan.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
The whole character is he had his tongue cut out from him. That's why he wears that mask over his face. I'm not kidding. This is the type of stuff they were coming up with in 1996 and 97. Who'd have thought Vince Russo would be a step up? Creative. Bro, I'm telling you, it'll get over. The quarter-hour ratings will pop. What's that?
I remember this guy.
He later became Rikishi.
That's probably why
Yes.
I recognized him.
You probably recognize his body shape in
Yes.
that, yeah. I'm glad they never gave up on him. He was a good talent. I mean, usually a gimmick like this, you're dead in the water and you're done. But no, thankfully, WWF and all that saw something in him still. He'd been around on and off at this point for 5 years. With different characters. No, that's not going to work.
Oh, good luck.
That'd be like Arrow lifting a boulder.
Oh my gosh, true.
Sorry, bud. I do love you.
Love you, Arrow, but that's the visual. I can totally see it.
Me too, actually. That's the thing.
In weeks previous, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the legendary Mil Mascaras.
Mil Mascaras. He's an icon in the luchador community. At this point, I think he's 54, 55 years old. Look what shape he's in, though, for his age. Look, even Iron Sheik's popping for him on the outside there. Great. Like, he was a draw. He's an icon in Mexico. He was pretty much like Hulk Hogan down there. And he drew money all over the world, too. But the thing about him is he's like, this is one of his legacies. He never does a job. Where in his, Latino accent, he would say, "No yob, no yob." According to Bruce Pritchard.
Right here in the Royal Rumble, would that be something? Certainly would be, King. A headbutt by the Sultan. Meanwhile, over on the far side, the Bulldog with Stone Cold Pura.
Look at the sea of people, though. I do like the production of this. Like,
I was just looking at that too right now.
and again, with them getting beaten almost every matter of making money by WCW, I think Vince probably this was again all him. He knew what, and his production guy Kevin Dunn said what he wanted about him. People do. Oh.
First comes, yeah. Bells are retaining the Intercontinental title earlier. Here in the Royal Rumble, and you can see he's not
It wasn't quite all about the game yet at this point.
You're gonna see some bodies flying. He didn't bring his butler with him either. At least not yet.
And do you recognize him?
Yes, I do.
He was the snob from Greenwich, Connecticut at this point.
Okay.
He is current Intercontinental Champion too, as well.
Yeah.
And Mil Mascaras with Hunter Hearst Helmsley in the mid-ring. We've got Pierrot and Stone Cold on the far side of the Sultan. And the Bulldog exchanging blows in the hole. What a left. Oh my goodness. What a clothesline that was by the Bulldog. We're getting over to
And there goes the Sultan.
Uh-oh.
Almost out of his MC
boy.
Hammer pants. Yeah. Can't touch this.
By Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, eliminating
Oof.
the Sultan. Boy, Mr. Bob Backlund can't be happy about that.
And you see Stone Cold and Hunter going at it. You never would believe how much money that feud would draw in the future. Ooh, I thought he was going for a stunner there. Flipping him off. Telling him he's number one.
Every man for himself. There are no allies here. There are no partners. No allegiances. No lie.
I hate mask on mask violence.
Oh no, it's Bret Hart's stinking
Wow.
Lucha on lucha violence. Never good. There he is.
No.
Yeah. So you'll recognize some faces here.
Yes. Definitely so.
Gotta be most interesting. I wonder who the Bulldog will get it on here. Bulldog is,
I'm just glad because one person I know would probably think every mask guy is Rey Mysterio.
That's actually so true. Oh my goodness.
Some people.
Some people do. I've met people.
Yeah.
I said no. It's,
That's Rey.
Oh my god.
Although Rey was in WCW at this point, he was actually doing quite well for himself
Yeah.
in the cruiserweight division. Owen just tossed his own partner.
That is a big oof.
It was an accident, though. I believe him. Yeah, they were the tag champs at that point. Owen was such a great heel, though. Totally does it on purpose. It was an accident. That's the stuff that made him so good.
Alright, ready for the next one.
Oh, yeah. Who's it going to be? Quick, Jules. Who's it going to be?
I don't know.
Good guess. Good guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know this friggin' guy, man.
Still on AEW.
Oh.
Because people think he's much older than he really is, only because he's been around for so long. Like I asked somebody to guess how old he is nowadays, and they said, "Oh, he's got to be at least 60." I'm like, he's actually still in his early 50s. He's still in his late 20s here.
I was gonna guess 60s.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he just looks like that.
No, he's been through some wars, right? Like, that's why his
Yes.
face looks all weathered and whatnot. He's been wrestling for the better part of 30 years.
Friggin' mosquitoes.
Earlier in the night, Goldust lost to Triple H in the Intercontinental title match. They had a big feud going at the time.
Yeah.
Masters is in magnificent condition for a man that's been around as long as he has here in the sport. Yeah.
So if Bill Maskers doesn't do jobs, you have to wonder how's he going to get out of it this time.
And Owen Hart, still in the Royal Rumble matchup. Sometimes you think Owen's made of elastic. He's been, so he doesn't break.
Somehow they're all ganging up on him.
Because he's the biggest threat in the match, clearly.
Yeah.
Actually, Goldust was a big star at that time. I shouldn't even be sarcastic
Dude,
about that.
outfit. That outfit?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, seeing more of him than I'd want.
I'm looking, I'm like, whoa, whoa. No.
Oh, come on, Jules. You could pull off a romper like that.
Better than he can. That's a friggin' fact.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
Because I won't have junk flopping everywhere. I don't want to see that.
No, fair enough. I don't.
Right?
It fit in with Goldust's character, though, at the time. His whole thing was like,
Just
oh,
that outfit.
well, he's a face here, but when he was a heel, he'd play mind games, acting well. You don't want to offend anybody, but gay.
Yep. Okay.
That's why he'd play mind games with his opponents.
Meanwhile, Austin, over on the far side, we see, yes, Austin, Goldust, and Owen Hart. And Owen Hart would, sorry to say, do that to his own brother. Of course he would do that to his own brother. You're not kidding. And, wait a minute. We got Helmsley hanging on the ropes. He almost went out. Helmsley right back in.
Man, Triple H has such glorious hair there that it might even make Mike jealous.
Mike does actually have really nice hair.
I know I ring announced him as having really nice hair.
Yes. But he's got more shine.
He does, yeah.
Definitely. It's the blonde.
Cybernetico went out. I barely saw him come in. Oh, Bill Maskers clearing house of the Luchas. And there's your answer. That's how he gets out of doing the job. Well done, Mill. Well done. There's the wild man, Mark Merrow. And the woman that was coming to the ring with him is actually Brock Lesnar's real-life wife.
What? Really?
Yes, that's Rena Merrow, now known as Rena Lesnar. She's here known as Sable.
Learn something new every day.
Exactly. Oh, game over. Never gets old. Yes, the Latin Lover. That sounds like a softcore Baby Blue movie on Telemundo.
Oh.
Latin Lover. Only tonight at 8.
Gross. Oh. I don't like that.
I could tell. That's the only time I see you have that reaction is when we say the M word around you.
Stop it! Stop it!
I covered my mouth and said in the camera.
Stop it!
What?
I know what you're saying.
I know. You're supposed to know what I'm saying.
I'll cut you.
Ouch. Just watching a match she hasn't seen before, sure wants to cut me. Is the Rumble really that bad? Are you that angry? Okay, a little more lighting here.
My eyes.
It's not in your eyes, don't worry. Yeah, I'll have to edit the lighting on this video.
Joys of being outdoors and starting to get dark early.
I hate that, I know. Oh, Goldust is out.
Yeah, I don't need to see that anymore.
Poor Dustin.
That's not a good look for him. I'm sorry, but I pay attention to wrestlers' outfits, okay?
Oh, no, that's fine.
I do that.
Okay, well, what do you make of Farouk's outfit here?
This guy's outfit?
Yeah, Farouk.
You know what? It works for him.
Okay.
He's not all one solid color and stuff flying everywhere.
And there goes the Latin Lover.
Hey,
I know you're
what kind of a
disappointed.
name is that? I don't know.
It's a luchador name. There was actually the late Luis Spicoli. Oh, look at this. That's a big 2x4.
Oh, wow.
That's Ahmed back again.
I wish I could pull that out of nowhere and beat people with it.
I'm sure I know 2 or 3 you'd probably want to.
That'd be sick. Pull that out of nowhere?
That'd be your weapon
Surprise,
of choice.
bitch.
My feeble attempt at good lighting's not working, folks. I'm definitely going to have to edit this video to make the lighting look better.
Oh,
It's okay.
that's
That's
unfortunate.
what editing's all about.
Should I add my name too?
Yeah, why not? Austin's all alone.
Okay, I don't know how you want this.
That's good.
Maybe I could with this.
Yeah, that works.
It does a little something. I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
Fair enough. I probably added it though.
Oh, too bad we're out here though.
There's Savio Vega, Puerto Rican superstar.
The real story of this Royal Rumble thus far is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin now set up for the right. Here he goes over the top.
Okay. You can totally see him jump. Good job.
Yay!
And out and over. All right, off the rope. From behind now, driving
These two had a feuded for most of 1996, actually. Stun gun, or close to it.
Do you know when in 1996?
They actually was just feuding probably while your mom was still pregnant with you.
I was born in October.
Yeah, they feuded more so in the spring.
So yes, she was.
Yeah. Give us some more, son. Who's it gonna be? Oh, you didn't know? I love this song though that he sings. Spend my day working hard on the go with the hands on the clock. Keep spinning too slow. I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight.
That was a beautiful serenade. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jules. Anything for you.
Thank you.
Thankfully, 9 months later, things will get better for him. He would become the road dog.
Uh-oh. He's eliminated, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured.
You gotta give credit where it's due. You may not like Stone Cold, you may not like his attitude.
I love his attitude. Oh, tell the crowd what he really thinks of him.
If only this was happening today.
Yes. Can't get 60 fans in the building now.
Crazy.
That's what
It gives me a damn headache, Bill.
I hear ya.
And I know everybody else too, but we're gonna get through it.
Uh-oh. Is it? Is it?
Oh my
is
gosh.
It is, my boy.
I knew it. I heard the song. I'm like, yo!
And they were feuding at this point.
Yeah.
Just a week prior to this, he had clipped Brett's knee.
Yeah.
And we had an epic match at Survivor Series in November. Jared just said Hellfire and Brimstone. Foreshadowing to a certain dead man's brother? Kane? Through Hellfire and Brimstone. Jared would say that all the time. Yeah. Stay with us, folks. I'm just going to put this behind the camera, see if that works.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Screw it. Beginning of trying something new, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe if I were to get rid of this, I don't know if that really does anything.
You can try.
No. Mine is just lining up the background. I don't think we even need that. Should I just show you that?
That's fine.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. That was great.
That's unbelievable, huh? You realize you were just in the ring? Hello, King. That's your jacket.
It's fitting because him and Brett had feuded on and off for years.
Yeah.
You had enough time. You were in there long enough to complete a sentence.
He would say stuff like, the King would say stuff like, "The Hart family has created more. Stu and Helen Hart have created more tragedies than Shakespeare." Yeah. Lawler was cruel to the Hart family. It was all in good fun. Apparently, even Stu Hart found a lot of them funny.
Yeah.
Stu and Helen apparently both found it funny. Imagine Stu just saying that. Well, that Jerry Lawler fella there, he's quite amusing. Through hellfire and toothpaste, it's Big Daddy Dentist.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, well, Diesel was known as Big Daddy Cool, but that's not really Diesel. Diesel was Kevin Nash.
I'm the only Big Daddy.
True.
Who's this?
That's actually Kane. That is Kane before he was Kane. They did this horrible, you saw the fake Razor Ramon earlier, they did this horrible story where, because they got to rub it in Scott Hall and Kevin Nash's face getting a shot at WCW, that they own their names that made them famous, Diesel and Razor Ramon. So this is their way of taking a shot at them. Needless to say, didn't work. I think they were both gone shortly after this.
I like those pants.
Oh, that fake Diesel's wearing?
Yeah. I could rock those.
Or faux Diesel sounds better. Faux Diesel.
Oh.
On the right side of this lighting, I can tell we can see our faces, so that's good.
I can't.
I can see your face actually.
Yeah.
You probably can't because of the light, but from the angle I am.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, the Funker. Have you heard of Terry Funk? Middle-aged and crazy.
No, actually I haven't.
A few months away from being ECW champion. Terry Funk cut a famous promo the night before this show on Shotgun Saturday Night, where he was cursing and calling out Austin. He called announcer Todd Pettingill's mother a whore. Yeah.
Well.
Stone Cold, you dirty egg-sucking dog. That's the type of promos Terry Funk would cut. Terry Funk was a big star for many years in the territories, former NWA champion.
Yeah.
He was in the midst of a big comeback at this point in ECW. But ECW and WWF had a deal going at this time, so lo and behold, that's why they were able to use Terry here.
Oh, get him out. Get him out. I don't want him in the ring. Get him out.
You don't like Terry Funk? It's the pants, isn't it?
It's the pants. How would you know?
It must be the pants, because I know you. It must be the pants.
Hey, girl. You like my pants?
He tries to pile drive Bret Hart, didn't work. Oh, here's Hollywood's biggest star.
I like the blue. Oh, that slide in. That was smooth. I wish I could do that. I'd probably hit the ring in the nose.
Yes, and who'd have thought this young blue chipper here is now the highest paid actor in Hollywood?
I wonder how old he was here.
He's 24 here.
Flip him! Flip him! Go! No.
Man, you really hate those pants. So I guess Jules is cheering for whoever has the best fashion sense. So I gotta ask, what do you think of Corey Stone's sweaters? Do you like the cardigans that Corey Stone wears? You know.
I think they're fine.
Okay. So she's got no problem with Corey Stone, and if he's watching, we love you. Trying to get rid of those buzzsaw shirts, folks. Buy one.
Yeah, he still has those.
He does, yeah. He was telling me at the show on Sunday he wants to get rid of him.
Who's going to join us? The 1997 Royal Rumble heating up. Who's going to win this thing?
Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Don't tell me this man's going to win. Terry Funk and Mankind in the same ring. The Stone
I've seen this guy before too.
Oh, you have you?
Yes. It's that mask.
You definitely seen him without the mask, too. Him in pants that you hate. They did a big deathmatch rivalry in Japan.
Yeah.
So they're kind of alluding to that here. No.
Continuing to attack. Meanwhile, Diesel and Rocky getting on in the corner. Two young lions on one side of the ring, two great veterans on the other, and then you got two bizarre.
And then you got fake Diesel and Dwayne in the corner there.
He suplexed the Hitman right there. Ready to go, don't go.
They're building the Rock. He's known as Rocky Maivia here. They're building him up as like this next blue chipper babyface, big smiling, hand slapping. Hey, shit on it so bad.
I figured.
It is what pretty much, but it was a good thing though. It's a good thing it happened to him because it led him to being The Rock. So that's why he turned, because
Yeah.
the fans treated him that way.
Yeah. I can see it.
Getting cold, are we?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here's a onesie you can enjoy.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Flash Funk's like, this might as well be a runway for you that they're coming down.
You gotta draw the people's attention.
An outfit like that should draw people's attention.
The color scheme has to work.
I think you're born like 20 years too late, because you could have been on fashion television.
The V-neck. I don't know.
You're not,
I don't know.
you're not wrong. A wrestler's gear is a very important part of who he
It
is.
is.
Even just the plain black trunks on Stone Cold is an important part of who he is. That's,
Yeah. That's fine. It's just, look at that, and then you look at this guy with the blue. It's kind of like,
A lot of blue, eh? Like with Rocky there in his,
That's good. It's the other guy that I'm just kind of like, eh.
that's
Kind of
Flash.
reminds me of Elsa from Frozen.
His name is Flash Funk.
What's all the funks in here?
Well,
You got- Jeez.
to be
You got
fair,
this guy. You got. Oh man.
well, Terry's not trying to be funky though.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, does he look like he's funky?
No. Far from.
Poor Terry Funk. One of the all-time greats in this business, and she hates his pants. Reese Greenaway, I hope you're watching. Not Reese, not Evan. Here's the man they call Vader. I bet a lot of them are thinking, damn, this is a long aisleway. Because usually Rumbles were held in arenas,
Yes.
not stadiums.
I've noticed that. It was a pretty long.
Yeah. Most stadium shows. Well, you see the WrestleMania stuff, right?
Yes,
it's
I have.
long as hell.
Yeah, they gotta run.
Yes, they do. So have you not figured out who Mankind is yet? The guy in the mask. That's cradled in the fetal position there almost.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't grasp it.
And I bet people watching this right now are saying, oh, they're like trying to yell at the YouTube video of who it is. I can guarantee it.
Guys, I'm trying, okay?
She is. Again, this is called First Time Wrestling for a reason, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't judge. I'm trying my best.
You are, and you're doing quite well. You recognized Dwayne right away.
I did, yes.
Mind you, other than the hair, he pretty much has the same face.
Yeah. I kind of clued in after he got into the ring. I'm like, oh, okay. I know who it is.
It's the other pig farmer.
All right, here we go.
Henry Godwin. At least Henry's a better name than Phineas. Funny enough, his real name is Mark.
Mark.
Mark Canterbury.
The big man Vader. Henry was one of the last 5 men of the Royal Rumble in '95. The Breaker could have won that thing.
Austin's still in it. He's the Iron Man so far this year. I don't ruin that beautiful onesie.
Look at those shoes.
Are you digging the shoes?
I don't know if they're boots or what. It's like, I think he's got boot covers
They're
on or
boots,
something.
yeah. They're boots.
I'm surprised that any number of individuals have not ganged up.
He had a great theme song, though.
Yeah. That's what I was listening to, but then I looked at the outfit and I'm like, oh god.
He was better known as a wrestler by the name of Too Cold Scorpio. He was actually a really fantastic wrestler for many years. Really exciting, doing a lot of things ahead of their time.
Look at this. You know who that one man is, don't you? Well, me? Why don't we just save it for everybody? For the benefit of those of you who haven't been counting. Those of you that have been keeping score, maybe this will let you know who's coming up next.
Oh, jeez.
My laptop's out.
Here we go. Like, of course, everyone jumps, so they know what's up.
Yep.
That's the way they should have done the whole Royal Rumble.
He's the last entrant at number 30.
One of these men will wrestle the WWF champion.
Okay, Jules, who's your pick to win now? All of them are in there.
And will 13 be the lucky number of the Undertaker?
I'm just gonna go for whoever's gonna win.
The Jerry Lawler strategy, the Bobby Heenan strategy, very good.
Chris lost to Vader earlier.
You pick like a different winner throughout the match, always. The heel commentators, it was such a great shtick.
Vader's not scared of him, obviously. Look at this. He sees the Undertaker coming. Look, here they go. And there they go.
He's super big too.
There he goes.
And those two had a match earlier on in the night,
Yeah.
which Taker lost thanks to his former manager.
Once again, even with Vader.
Oh, Bear! Oh, yes! But he's not here for this match.
And the Undertaker. Oh, right hand that was. And Austin trying for the ride. Did you see the elevation?
Again, you've seen these future matchups here that would turn this company around and make them so much money.
I was actually just taking a look at that too.
Yeah. Well, him and Austin headlined the highest bought SummerSlam of all time.
Okay, yeah.
Taker and Austin. Yeah.
Man for himself in Flash Pump gets some
I
of this
believe
round.
it.
Oh yeah, it was in '98.
And Hillbilly too while you're at it. And heads collide in the Royal Rumble. The Undertaker. Obviously now I think we would have to state the
So oddly enough, there was only one former Rumble winner in this. Now, usually some Rumble matches have a few former winners.
Look at Rocky go.
The year prior, and there goes Flash Funk.
Bye-bye.
Inspiration for the Blue Man Group, I'm sure.
Yes.
Careful, boys. That explodes on us. We really look like those big blue dicks who bang the drums. Yes, we're allowed to surround these videos, so it's all good.
That was great. Oh my god.
That was for our boy Doc.
Yes. Yes.
Which one of these men will meet the WWF champion at WrestleMania 13? Terry Funk. Yes, I don't know.
No, King's picking Terry Funk.
Rising, as JR stated, the setting for this year's WrestleMania. Who will face the champion?
I wonder how many times in this match Terry Funk has called every opponent's mother a whore.
And so long to regain his
I wonder if he had the guts to do it to The Undertaker.
bottom contention. Will it be Vader?
Excuse me. What did you say?
If it comes down to Hitman and Stone Cold, I'll say it'll be the Hitman. If it comes down to Terry Funk and Vader, Vader. Stone Cold Steve Austin has been in the ring for over 40 minutes.
Bret Hart's having some of the best matches of his career at this point. He's pushing 40 years old.
I tell you, I cannot imagine
Unbelievable.
the fatigue, the exhaustion that must be riveting the body of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Alright, so since you haven't guessed who the fellow in the mask is, it's Mick Foley.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that, but I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to sound like an idiot if it was wrong.
No, it's Mick, that's
Oh,
Mick.
I know. Oh my gosh. I was sitting there. I was like, should I say it or should
And he had a great rivalry with The
Yeah, it was
Undertaker
great.
the year prior as well, so
Yeah. It was the hair. I was like, oh,
yeah.
what's that guy's name?
If you had heard him speak, if you had maybe like cut a promo or
Yeah.
something, you would have known it right away because his voice Very distinctive.
Yes.
Look at these two cooking unbelievable action here. Look at Henry Godwin. Where? Henry Godwin held on Undertaker's boot. Big old Hank over the top, but Hank held on. Came back in, made a U-turn. And the Undertaker and Vader. Getting it on. Could it be Vader who has the Undertaker's ticket? Oh, what a right hand by Henry Godwin. Henry Godwin just knocked down. Everybody's forgetting about one of the biggest men in the ring right now.
So at this point, with the exception of Faux Diesel,
Good point.
Henry Godwin, and even Rocky at this point, a lot of those guys in there are bona fide main eventers that have already
Nailing the Undertaker.
main evented quite a few times.
No, sir, Henry Godwin.
Even Terry Funk with the bad pants
About that.
sold out arenas across North America
Continue to pound on the Undertaker.
for many, many years.
And thus far, we have seen no two individuals hook up as
Man, fuck those pants.
I was waiting for that.
It was that build-up.
Undertaker, who threw Henry Godwin all the way out and just rammed, I believe, his head right into our table. Henry Godwin hurled over the ropes. Take a look at this. Wow.
There goes Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. And Henry Godwin with a valiant effort.
Dustin go out. No.
That was really close.
Eliminated. So now, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, into the mandible claw.
That can do it for Rocky.
And
Oh.
better days
I
be
was kind of
ahead.
rooting for...
Yeah, for Dwayne.
Yeah.
Better days were ahead for him, though. And he would actually win the Rumble 3 years later.
Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Vader using that block again. And man,
Oh, right in the tank.
mankind.
Right in the
Far
pants.
side. They're just
Right in the pants. Yes, right in the pants.
I think they're doing it because they like it. I just love to see Mankind and Terry Funk as a team.
So close, you almost got your wish.
If those two guys concentrated their efforts, they can eliminate everybody in there. You know, Mankind and Funk and Bizarre are the great athletes.
Even though Terry's been a heel most of his career, he's actually a face here and you're booing him. Oh,
Hey!
you got your wish.
So Funk can gets his chance.
No more stupid pants.
No more stupid pants. It's too bad we weren't watching anything from a couple years earlier. There have been a lot of stupid pants in 1995. Taker just got rid of his rival, his nemesis, Mankind. So he's going to blame Terry for it, of course. Mick, your mom's a whore.
Oh.
Vader was a former WCW champion. He defeated with Shawn Michaels for the WWF title the prior summer to this.
Whoa. He just got yeeted. Holy cow.
But the referees didn't see it.
Oh, shit. What is going on? Oh, now stuff's getting... Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Oh, that was so fast.
Great finish, though, right?
That was so quick. Just everybody. Okay. I had a feeling he was going to win, though. I had that feeling from the start of the match. When he came in, I was like, oh, man.
This was his
I know it.
first Rumble win, first of 3.
Wow.
He's still the only wrestler to do so.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't intended at the time, this is pretty much the beginning of Bret's heel turn.
That was great.
Bret had just returned after a 8-month hiatus. So he's obsessed with getting his title back.
Yeah.
I saw it. Look out.
JR, the voice of reason, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can clearly see what Brett said there. I'll give you 2 guesses. First one doesn't count.
I honestly didn't see what he said. I was busy like, watching the crowd
You
react.
pretty much dropped an F-bomb.
Yeah, I figured. I was paying attention to the fans' reactions.
Like I said, the tide was turning. They were starting to turn against Brett and sided
Yeah.
with Austin. They were seeing Brett as a whiner. Austin as the anti-hero. And it would lead to one of the greatest matches of all time
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 13.
Now Austin,
Replay.
to the outside, both feet hit. He's down. He's eliminated. He's gone. However, wait a minute, you gotta see what you call.
Wow.
The referees didn't see it.
All of a rumble, huh, Jules?
Yes.
Yes.
Gravity here.
There we go. I'll pause this and wrap things up.
Eliminated by
So after this, Shawn Michaels would defeat Psycho Sid to win his second WWF Championship. And then Shawn Michaels would lose his smile a few weeks later and forfeit the title of a knee injury, which people still question the legitimacy of to this day.
Oh.
Shawn
wow.
Michaels had a habit of backstage politics at the time, the Click. I don't know if you've heard about the Click. That's a whole other podcast for another day.
Yeah.
But Shawn forfeited the title. They had a Final Four match set up because of the controversy here between Bret, Austin, Vader, and The Undertaker to determine who the number 1 contender would be for Shawn's title, with Shawn no longer the champ. That match became for the title. Bret won it. Lost it a day later to Psycho Sid on Raw, thanks to Austin, leading to Bret and Austin's submission match at WrestleMania 13. And when it was all said and done, at the end of WrestleMania 13, Bret was a heel, Austin was the top babyface, and the new WWF champion at WrestleMania 13 was The Undertaker. So and he defeated Psycho Sid for the title. I know that's a lot to take in, but I'm just trying to sum it up as fast as I can. Jules, thanks for watching
Yeah,
this
it was
with us.
fun.
And we
The
apologize.
first one.
We apologize for the lighting, folks. Again, I think I overestimated how quickly dark it would get, because again, it's still warm out, so I'm still.
That's fun.
to
Still
use the
got to
summer.
watch it. Still have fun.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
And there's nobody I would have wanted more for my first episode. We've just been discussing this now for almost 3 months. I think.
I think it has been.
about June or so. I think I came
You
up with this
mentioned it
concept.
to
Yeah.
me, and then gradually, as the months went on, we were talking about it more. And then last time I was supposed to come, something came up and I couldn't.
Yeah, family
And then
thing, yeah.
finally, I was able to.
Yeah, you were still in Elmer at the time when
Yes.
we came up with the idea for this. So
Yeah, for quarantine.
yes, indeed. So
Yes, I was stuck at home.
I am going to be having more guests, including the very man on the T-shirt that she's representing. Mike Forte will be joining me on a future episode as well. We're going to have a couple other local fans join us as well.
Awesome.
Also, I'm in talks with the Queen of Horror, Sabrina Kyle,
Awesome.
to
She's
join me for an
great. I
episode.
love
She
her.
really is.
She's awesome.
And lots of others. So again, just keep tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all watching. And as a wise Hamiltonian once said, don't you dare miss it. Goodbye, everybody.
Ciao.